Welcome to another Do Not Disturb Dog Walk. Hey, something I just noticed today actually, I'll see if I can demonstrate this on camera. You used to have to pinch or unpinch to zoom in and out, but now it looks like you swivel your finger around the outside of the edge of it to achieve that function. But anyway, I've been trying to use the pinch gesture that it was before and accidentally stopping the recording instead. Silly. I don't use the camera controls that much, pause the recordings and things like that sometimes, but mostly I leave it alone. I've come out without a jacket today. It might be a mistake, but if we keep moving, we'll keep warm, dogs? But it's been a cold day today, pretty cold. And so that's why dogs are wearing warm sweatshirt type things. Quigley is attached to my waist. I've got a waist harness, like a belt type thing that clips around. I'm actually fussing over it right now to try to tighten it up because it's actually feeling a little bit too loose. It's a little bit hard to do with a dog attached to it. Harder to do. More difficult. But I can do it. Yeah, so that's our other dog. His name's Toto. He doesn't come along on the adventure walks on Quigley's YouTube channel very often. We definitely all go on plenty of walks together, but most of the recorded dog walks are quite the adventure, much more exercise than the little dog can handle. So he's kind of like an occasional co-star and hasn't really appeared in many episodes. But anyway, welcome to Toto. Hey! Now, I have no idea what kind of dog he is. If you have any thoughts or ideas of what you think, what kind of dog he might be, jump in the comments and let us know. All I know is that his name is a tribute to the dog from The Wizard of Oz, the name, Toto, but the spelling's a bit different and it is a Māori word, the native language here in New Zealand. Te reo Māori, the language of the Māori people. Toto means barking. The sound that dogs make. The sounds that dogs make. In general, not just barking, but, the calamity of several dogs all together, same thing. But yeah, that's his name. And he lives up to his name. It's as if he chose it. Oh, I see a cat in the distance. Thank God my dogs don't. They love cats. I'm trying to progress, but these guys are getting all hung up in the smells of the birds. Because this stream here is populated by many ducks and perhaps some other bird lives. I'm unclipping so I can get this tightened up. It's not working for me. Trying to do it whilst wearing it. Quigley, stop eating grass. Alright, that's probably just a little bit of more tightness that I need. Hey. Yep, we record for a minimum of 30 minutes and the maximum of an hour. This might be one of them 30-minute episodes, especially since Toto's on the roams with us. But there's nothing wrong with walking him for an hour if we don't actually do much walking. But if you watch a lot of our recordings, plenty of our other ones, you'll see that sometimes Quigley and I are on some quite strenuous adventures, I should call them. A lot of exercise. We climb mountains and all sorts. But we're not doing that today. So welcome along, Toto, with your tiny little legs, mate. Oh, every time the sun is going behind the clouds, I'm a bit annoyed. Well, I mean, apprehensive. Because we live our life on battery power in a house bus, right? And the more sun we can get on the panels, especially in the midst of winter, the better. Yeah, we have like an auxiliary battery charger. We can go to shore power, plug the vehicle in to use the battery charger to pump the batteries up when we need to. So that's always good. It's always a good backup plan, especially after many days where the sun hasn't been able to get inside our batteries. Come on. Today has been mostly sunny with, clouds stealing the sun from us from time to time, but mostly sunny, which is good. And tomorrow the forecast looks good, so I'm happy about that. Yep, so if this is your first time watching, especially, because regular viewers will know that this is it, this is all it is. I just strap the camera to my chest and take the dog for a walk. It might be a little bit more than that. Like, it feels mundane and boring to me, but maybe for you this is amazing. This is excellent. Like, you've never seen a YouTube channel like it. Oh my god, you can vicariously walk my dog with me. I've never seen another YouTube channel like this. I have seen some dog walking videos and stuff on YouTube, and it makes me think, a lot of them are like, what am I trying to say? They're not the same as this. I've seen one guy with a selfie stick and he holds the camera right down there by his dog. I've thought about doing that, but I still haven't really tried. Where are we going, dogs? You guys are kind of in charge at the moment. Not really, eh? Quigley wanted to stay on that side of the bridge, but Toto didn't. Makes my decision hard when they don't want to go the same way. Hey, I want to go this way and I want to go that way. Where are we going, little doggies? This way? Okay. Yeah, and I talk a lot on all the recordings. I'm pretty sure there's maybe the odd recording here and there where I'm not feeling very talkative, and so I don't. But most of the time, I blather and Skype the whole time. Yeah, so. And because I do that, I've decided to have some routine talking points that I say on every recording. Routine talking points that I regard as quality assurance guidelines. So I like to tell you all about it. Every episode I come up with an excuse to get started on talking about it all over again. There's only two main rules, guidelines that I've created for these recordings. The first is a rule represented by the slogan, "Never mind the 6 o'clock news." Never mind the 6 o'clock news exists as a slogan because, I definitely maybe talk too much on these dog walk recordings. But I've made up my mind very early in the game that I'm not allowed to talk about anything that's on the 6 o'clock news, if I can help it. Sometimes I might slip up, and you're welcome to jump in the comments. And, you know, if you decide to be an enthusiastic watcher and wait for that moment where I break that rule, you can jump in the comments and let me know, hey, you're not supposed to talk about that. You said that you wouldn't talk about stuff that's on the 6 o'clock news. Yeah. I'm not perfect, but I'm doing my best not to. I've decided we're going to turn around because the further we walk in this direction, the louder that noise is going to get. Someone with a chainsaw or something like that. And I don't want to ruin my own hearing, soundscape of that, let alone recording it for all of you. So we'll head this way now. Back this way, dogs. There's another slogan, and that slogan is "Show us the poop." And I came up with that one because it's a rule on our YouTube channel that whenever my dog needs to poop, we don't film that. And I say we don't film that, but occasionally I've accidentally caught it on camera. And I just want you all to know that that stuff never makes it to broadcast. I don't edit a lot out. I don't. I try to keep as much in the recordings as I can. But the pooping, you don't get to see the pooping. And if you're mad about it, or even if you want to have a laugh with me and pretend to be mad about it, jump in the comments and type in the slogan, "Show us the poop." Show us the poop. Yep, don't forget to use the poop emoji. Anyway, so I guess by saying that, I've come to the revelation lately that you definitely don't get to see poop, but every single episode, at least they make you think about it, eh? By reiterating the slogan and the rule and the guideline. But I think you should be grateful that there isn't any pooping. You get to enjoy everything else about the dog walk, except for that. Right, well that's the two main talking points covered. The two main talking points, and then there's another few that come up from time to time when I feel like explaining it. Like the fact that we live in New Zealand and one of the official languages in this country is the revival language of the indigenous Polynesian people who made this country home long before everybody else came here. And modern society has revived a love life with the language after, quite a few decades of oppression and suppression, which cannot be denied. And I can't talk about that much more because it's too much like talking about stuff that's on the 6 o'clock news, because, it manifests on the news every other day here in New Zealand. The war against the Māori people, figuratively speaking, it never really ended, and it's still kind of going on all the time. But anyway, the government has made great strides to love and cherish the Māori culture, and so, a lot of the Māori place names have returned to places, and this place is called Waiwhetū. Whetū is a number 7, and Wai is the water, which is the name of that stream there, by the way, Waiwhetū stream. Which really, when you think about it, was a river once upon a time. but it has been drastically affected by all of, well, humanity. That's a really loud car, both in sound system and sound of the exhaust and the colour scheme on it. It's just loud in all respects. That's actually something I don't mind, like us making an effort to go and see if we can, if we're lucky enough. So let's go walk over towards this big fitness centre building and see if we can. I usually avoid other people. We do have encounters of other people, but I'm more of a let's, steer clear of people unless they invite us, especially with the camera rolling. But these people are loud and attention seeking, they might not mind. And hopefully we don't get a copyright strike for making this little documentary of their musical output. Toto literally runs circles around me. Now he's behind me, jumping up and punching me in the bum. He's such a little cool dude. Oh, they've turned the sounds off. Motor's still running. Oh, Toto, you're going to get squished if you keep behaving like that. He literally ran right between my legs. They've just come here to get out of his car and look at it. Oh, I let go of Toto, oh no. Hey, you come here. Haere mai. He actually snatched it out of my hand. He's been tugging on it quite a bit. Good boy, yeah. Quigley. That's my good boy. He jumped up like he wanted to be carried, and so that's what's happening. I'm holding the dog. I've got him. Come on, Quigley. Well, the guy with the mental car didn't look very approachable, so that's about as close as we're going to get. And we'll steer clear. Everything happens for a reason. Toto distracted us by getting loose. He's good though, like, I don't really fear, he's such a good dog that his recall's great. And if I didn't have him on a leash, he would just stay with us, I promise you. I don't have any fear that he would go running off, like a crazy dog, being rebellious and not coming back when asked. Oh, the sun is good. I just stood still for a little while there to make some observations of Quigley. Figure out where his head's at, because he is all over the place sniffing the grass. And I think he's shown me strong signs that he would like to roll around in the grass, and he does like to do that, and I do let him sometimes, especially on nice grass like this. But he's also wearing his woolly jumper, and I'm not really that keen on letting him rub that into the grass and the dirt. Folks, there is an episode that we recorded up on this mountain, and what is the name of it called? Te Whiti Riser, that's what it's called. Te Whiti Riser. You know, a couple of Māori words in an English name, English word, you know. Why couldn't we have the Māori word for riser? But anyway, that's that. And we filmed up there, and it's such a terrible, just arduous mission of a trail up that mountain, up to the ridgeline of this mountain. It's not something that I'm really interested in doing again. Toto had enough. He tells me when he's had enough of being carried, but he's just loving it. He loves it. He's loving going for a ride. Which, you know, because I brought him along on a big long walk, I'm not surprised. Quigley, we're not going to the car park. I don't really like these Isuzu utes, but that one is pretty good looking for one of those. You know, if you're going to have one of those, make it good looking. Looks like this building here's been getting a lick of paint, and you know, probably some. I feel like that might be a brand new roof on there. What do you think? I think it is, and they're still finishing it in the middle here. They finished the actual roof layer, but I can see that it's incomplete. They haven't finished the edges. Good though. Oh, do you know what? My arm's getting tired of holding you, Toto. Maybe I'll switch arms. Come on, Quigley. Why are you jumping on me? Good. It works. Hopefully he's not obscuring the camera too much. Toto cam. Hikoi. No. I'll spin around. Reset that. I think that they think they're funny when they run a circle around me. And they do it together in cahoots. Hey, you guys. One will run one way round, the other one will run the other way round. Next minute I know I'm double tied up. What do you smell? Do you want back on the ground? You're making all those sniffling noises. You want to sniff some grass now? Yeah? What is that smell? Someone's burning some wood in a chimney? Oh, yep, there. That chimney there. And... oh, I don't know, my brain just went, oh, let's count the chimneys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably one on that house that I can't see. Maybe this one. Oh, hello. Guy hiding over the fence. Didn't even notice him there. Yep, chimney there. There's actually 2 chimneys on that house. And another one there. Come on, Quigs. Hikoi. Oh, you're going to have to zoom in to see that guy that's hiding behind the fence. My brain didn't see him until like right when I said it. Oh, there's a guy there. It's like hiding from the T-Rex, eh? If you hide yourself absolutely still, you might not even be noticed. I need to come away from that fence because the dog's getting hung up on wanting to sniff every post. Yeah, so some vehicles have obviously been here squishing down the grass. It's certainly a deliberate act. It's all very straight lines. Oh, I guess, it's a deliberate act when it's not straight lines too. When crazies get on a field and do burnouts and donuts and stuff, that's a deliberate act too. But what I really mean is serves a purpose. Oh, that serves a purpose too. Fun. But no, I'm talking about there's a reason they've driven this vehicle in straight lines and covered rows and rows upon rows on the straight field, in straight rows on this field. And there's, my guess is that they're going to make, maybe, I don't know, I can't tell you what the purpose is. It just is. Maybe they were seeding new grass. So it doesn't matter that they obliterated lots of grass with tyres on this vehicle. Oh, thirsty. So yes, every time I use the water bladder pack, the first time I use it, I like to announce that I'm going to use it because it makes funny noises when I suck on the hose apparatus. And I can't bring myself to let those sounds go unexplained. You might figure it out on your own, but some of you will be like, what the hell? What's that weird noise? So I tell you, it's just me sucking the water out of my water bladder. What a cruisy little adventure. Cruisy enough that Toto could come. Special Toto episode. But bringing Toto for a walk doesn't really result in a episode good enough to make it into the Walkies with Friends episode playlist. Mainly because he's family. He's not a random friend. He's part of the crew. And it also means that the Toto episodes are really quite hidden in amongst. There's not many, and they're really quite hidden in amongst all the other episodes. He's not good enough to be included in the Walkies with Friends episodes. He's more of a treasure. He's a treasure. Yeah. Quigley obsesses over the smells and the grass here, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the duck poop. Good boys. There's some good boys, alright. Good boys. Speaking of walking with friends episodes, it's kind of generally reserved for the human friends that join us, and where I can put a microphone on me and put a microphone on them, and we can have a sort of a dog walking, talking podcast kind of thing. It's not too serious. Again, we don't talk about anything that's on the 6 o'clock news, and nobody sees anybody pooping on camera. Anyway, but I think we're going to have some episodes coming up where I get to walk other people's dogs and bring them along. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. Hey. So that's sort of why I thought, well, because those episodes, I'm going to be recording them soon, I might as well practice the art of co-walking with the 2 dogs that I do have. So Toto's been invited along, and yeah, we've got some doggy friends who I have signed up to take care of, so that their owners can go travelling the world, literally. Like, one's only travelling within the country, but the other is travelling all the way to Europe. I just want you to know that I've figured out this guy that's walking towards us is the same guy that was popping his head over the fence earlier. So, if you want to know more about him, who he turns out to be, getting out for some exercise, listen to some music. Kia ora. One of the local Maoris. Cool. How much time have we been recording for? Looks like probably half an hour. Yeah, 32 minutes. Good. Can't wait. I have noticed actually that the watch time code and the actual time code can get out of sync for some reason. You never know when the phone and the watch manufacturers might remedy that bug, but it has bugged me in the past. I actually made significant efforts whilst saying that to avoid saying out loud the name of the manufacturer. We're going home now, Quigley and Toto. I'm just gonna stay around here in this neighbourhood and let that solar panel soak up as much sun as we can get out of the rest of this day. So yeah, we did a little bit of a driving mission before we came here. Been on the road, been and did some chores. I forgot one of the things though. I think it can wait till Thursday, but that's going to be my next opportunity. I might. I could go on and do that. Anyway, it doesn't matter to you guys that are watching, because that's a decision for me to make. I'm sorry to have to hum and ha about that out loud on camera right now. But yeah, I'm trying to decide. I've got a job to do. I didn't cross it off my to-do list today, and now I'm thinking, damage control. If I wait until the next opportunity, is that ideal or not? Or I do still have an hour and a half to complete that task before it's impossible today. We shall see. Come on, hikoi. Hikoi o te kuri. So these dogs, especially Quigley, and I'm pretty sure Toto's the same, they know what their house looks like, and they know when we're getting closer to home, and they usually remember where we left it because it's a mobile home. And so I sense in them, the closer we get to home, this kind of the urgency moments that they have where they're like, "Ooh, time's running out. He's taking us home now." And if they have their little hearts set on goals that they'd like to achieve before I put them back inside, that's when it happens. So that's when it happens sometimes. But I've had anxiety this whole time that Quigley's going to try and roll in the grass, because he gets hung up on the grass and a particular smell in the grass, and he wants to take the smell with him, and I can see him being real urgent about it right now. Quigley! He's like, if I don't make it happen now, I'm going to miss the opportunity. And he curses me because I'm too onto it, today at least, to allow him. I'm going to intervene if he tries, it's the main thing. There it is, home sweet home. The unobscured view. The Ned Kelly effigy on the back. And the slogan. And my silly old name on the number plate. Which, you know, when I bought that license plate, I had no idea that one day it would go on a bus. But here it is. Home sweet home. Cool, so obviously we've had enough of the dog walk adventure for today. Hey. But if you haven't, you will find that on our YouTube channel we've recorded hundreds of hours of dog walks for you all to enjoy. Hey. Hey, good. So, yeah, like I said, we've had enough for today. But if you haven't had enough, it doesn't have to be the end for you. You can just catch us on another episode by clicking on the next, or maybe it'll even autoplay. Hey, for you like YouTube does. From time to time. Hey, Craigs. Alright, let's get this harness off, buddy, and say goodbye to everyone. You guys are so cute. Thanks for the awesome walkies. Love you. It's time to have some food, soon. You guys hungry? Are you guys hungry, boys? Oh yeah, this Quigley's, oh yes I am, hungry face. Cool. And Toto, he's always hungry, but he pretty much gets to eat whenever he wants, and this guy only eats when he's told. I don't know why it's like that. That's the policy. That's how the policy has been made in our house. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. We will see you on the next one.